Welcome, everyone, to the home of the War Chant, Osceola, Renegade, and the Florida State Seminoles, a place simply known to some as the Dome. Today, a clash between two teams from the Sunshine State that will resonate from Dade to Duval. As we'll see, a squad from the American, the Florida Atlantic Owls, taking on a team from the ACC, the Florida State Seminoles. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by a couple of legends, and yes, we do use that term loosely. David Pollack from the University of Georgia and former Gator Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get down to the field. Florida Atlantic about to put toe to leather and get this thing started. On the run from inside his own 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. So Florida State's offense will get first crack at it here. And what a performance this guy turned in last week. Spectacular in every aspect of the game, Jesse.
Well, I know one thing for sure. The quarterback is going to be looking his way early in this one. When you have a game like he did last time, your quarterback, you all of a sudden move up in priority in the pecking order for the guy throwing the football. So it's not going to surprise me early here if the quarterback looks his way, regardless of what the coverage is, based on what he showed last time out.
Yeah, and they were on the same page. It was fun to watch. I mean, you could tell he knew exactly where his guy was, putting up the multiple touchdowns. Like, it was a thing of beauty. Now, defensively, I also know that. And I know he's looking that way. So look forward to seeing the chess match with the defense and maybe ways they can take him away.
Starting this drive like that is exactly what they'd hoped for. Now 1st and 10 from the 40. They're going to ride this running back. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line?
Run game is good. Balance is good. Now, listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more. But sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them chunk by chunk.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. They'll ride Davis here. Still on his feet at the 45. Gets it all the way down to the 39-yard line. It'll be a first down.
That is such a good run. I'll tell you, if you're going to put on a Seminole helmet, you better be dangerous with the ball in your hands at the running back position, right? You think back to the late, great Bobby Bowden. He was always able to recruit a difference maker at that position. He would have loved to have this guy in his offense because it feels like he can score a touchdown every single time he has the ball.
He'll pitch it. And that one will go in reverse. The defense all over that pitch on the option.
And that just looked off. The timing, the rhythm, I don't know what it was, but usually that option, man, it's so precise, right? Like really quickly making a read, and you could tell they weren't on the same page. It went absolutely nowhere. Defense won that round.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
On 30 short, the run, and looking for the first down. And the defense had his hands full, but they finally wrestle him down short of the first down. This offense wants to get out of the gate fast on their first drive of the game, plus territory. They'll go for it on fourth down. They stop him short of the marker, and they'll turn it over on downs. So Florida Atlantic's offense will go to work for the first time. Last time we saw these guys, it was a rather forgettable experience for this quarterback. He turned the football over, he got sacked. Just not a good day at all, Jesse.
Well, the defense was able to rattle him. They hit him often, they hit him early, they got sacks on him, and then he started feeling it. His eyes came down, he started floating the ball over the middle of the field and putting it into trouble and got picked off. So it's important in this one, David, up front, they do a better job of helping him stay on his feet to get into a rhythm.
The best quarterbacks in the history of the game, when you continue to hit them, they become very human, and they start to rush their thought process. So he got hit early, and he got hit often last week, and that's why they lost. Position one, objective number one.
Nowhere to go, and the ball is loose. Defense falls on the ball. Going to be a turnover.
Well, defenses get excited when they see the quarterback in an empty backfield like that. They know, hey, I'm not going to have to beat a running back or a tight end to get there. If I get to him, I might have an opportunity to knock this thing loose, and that's exactly what happened for the defense.
Look out, he's got room. Got enough for the first. And he found plenty of running room on that one before the defense was finally able to get him down. Now down to the 12-yard line, it's first down. In the red area, it's Holmes. Didn't get much done on that run. He'll fight his way out and maybe pick up a yard.
Stopping the run is about physicality. It's about I'm bigger than you. I'm stronger than you up front. Really nice job by the defense, showing their strength, bowing up, stuffing the run.
Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Bring in the heat. And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18.
And the defense gets a sack, and that's going to be the big determining factor in this football game. A week ago, he only got sacked one time. They've already got him on the ground. If they want to win this football game, they got to keep getting after the quarterback.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Rush is on him. Oh, and he dropped it. He had a touchdown right in his hands and couldn't hang on. It'll be fourth down. And they'll send out the field goal unit. And this one splits the uprights. And the first points of the day come on that field goal. So after putting 3 on the board, the kickoff team is out there ready to boot it away. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Florida Atlantic offense will return to the field. And the fumble on that last drive could have been much worse, David.
They bailed him out. They held him to a field goal, so that's the good news. Now this offense has to get it going. Forget about the fumble, Jesse. Move on. Be positive.
And they're upset with themselves, too. They're an offense that pride themselves on ball security. Let's see what they do right here.
Caught in the backfield, it's Smith. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. Florida Atlantic trying to get back on the ball. Takes it from the gun on third down. Just a short pass to the tight end. He'll be stopped short of the line to gain. Needed about 3 more on that one. Florida Atlantic will send the punt unit onto the field. They'll boot it away for the first time tonight. Books it all the way in and now turns his attention upfield. Very little will make a crowd hold its breath like a punt return, and he brought them to their feet on that one. Guys, here comes that Florida State offense back onto the field. So they've put up some early points and now to build on this 3-0 lead. They'll get this drive started from their own 45-yard line. Here comes the heat. Got it in the middle. It's Holmes. Good pickup, a little bit short of the sticks.
Not difficult, not complicated, but early in the game, get in that rhythm. Find that timing with your wide receiver so you're set up for success. Then you go attack deep later on.
Under fire. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
And these coaches have these play sheets over there on the sidelines, and there's so many calls they want to call, and they want to make explosive plays. But you got to protect your QB, and he's already been sacked. Now he's hit again. Like, they've got to protect him up front if they want a chance of doing damage on the offensive side of the football.
And the Noles decide to punt it away. First punt of the day, and he'd love to lock them up close to their goal line. And the punt team gets down there and touches it dead. That's where they'll put it in play.
It's a great punt. Obviously, he gives himself time to let his guys get down the field, get in position. Remember, don't let that thing cross the goal line. Try to keep it inside the 10. Nice job down in the football, setting your defense up for grip.
Wide open spaces. Really nice gain. Gets it out across the 20. It'll be a first down at the 22.
And it's frustrating as a defense when you give up that first down and you give up that pass play. But here we go with this offense. They're right back on the ball. You got to flush that. You got to get lined up, and you got to communicate.
And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
And this offense is searching, man. They're trying to find something. Last week, they did nothing. They got nothing going. Looked really, really poor. This week, starting a little sluggish. They got to find something they can...
And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15.
You're not going to win a lot of games if you can't protect your quarterback. In their last game, they got sacked 4 times, lost the game. So far in this one, they're having difficulty again. These guys up front have got to do a better job communicating and giving their QB time.
Wide open downfield. He was fighting and struggling his way, trying to get that first down. Instead, they'll be faced with 4. Florida Atlantic decides to punt it away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. He'll field the punt and take it back. That nifty return sets up the offense and negates some of the yardage on the punt. Okay, guys, the Florida State offense returns to the field. First play of the drive comes from the 41. Didn't get anything done, 3 and out on their last series. They'll try to find a rhythm here. And a pickup of 8 opens a world of opportunities on 2nd and 2.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
Off the boot, looking for his man. Fires downfield. A little too much on that one, just out of his reach.
I love the decision by the quarterback. He found the open man, just don't love the throw. Got to be a little bit more accurate, make it easier on your target.
The Seminoles are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. Looking for a man, it's Castellanos. Caught near the sticks, it's Gibson. They convert on 3rd down as he gets it to the 46-yard line. With all those receivers in the game, you might think they were getting ready to try to take a big shot. Instead, just efficiently moving the chains.
Yeah, you got all that speed. It scares.
It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
Not all DBs make the play at the end, right? They can bat the ball down, they can be in position, but they don't really secure the football. Great job by the DB securing the football and forcing the turnover.
Wants to go up top on first down. Caught in the backfield. It's Smith. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. QB draw. And a short gain on this run, and that will bring us to the end of the first. That's the end of the quarter, and Florida State has the lead. Guys, let's have a look at the stats as we've played one period. Now to see if these guys can get back in the game as we open the second quarter. So they had a chance to talk over this third down play to open the period. Off the RPO, quick throw to the right. Absolutely nowhere to go as this defense makes a third down stop. Florida Atlantic will have to send out the punt team. Nowhere to run and nowhere to hide. That is coverage just the way they designed it, and they've got them backed up. All right, guys, here comes the Florida State offense onto the field. Last drive ended with a pick. Vitally important to take care of the football this time. They'll snap it from the 10 for the first play of this drive. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. Going deep. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
Hey, listen, the quarterback didn't get the completion on that throw, but that doesn't mean you can't try again. Trust in your playmakers outside.
Oh, he's got some space. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down. You count up those explosive plays in a game, and you put a little extra star by the big runs.
Yeah, this running back is a weapon, boy. He is so good in space. He's got shiftiness. He can make guys miss. And if this guy gets into the second level, watch out. He can hit a home run.
They stop him just a link or two short of the first, and man, what they can do on second down here. And the Seminoles come to the line. This situation, you might see a shot play. Takes the handoff. It's Holmes. It's a running room. Found enough room to get it into enemy territory. They're down at the 43-yard line. Renegade would be proud of the way they're using those horses to move it on the ground.
Yeah, get the horsepower going. And, man, they've had some serious backs over the years at Florida State. And you think about all the talent, all the swag over the years. You got to get back to that, find those guys that they can really attach this offense to and thrive.
Great job, too, by the QB there, holding the ball as long as possible, allowing the pass rush to get upfield, and at the very last second, getting it to his guy so that he can go get the first down.
Here's the handoff.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was not loose, and third down is coming.
My job is to make sure that ball comes loose, and I got to go through that guy, use my shoulder pad, drive my feet, and really, really be physical, because if he bobbles it at all, or as soon as his hand gets to the ball, you can tell the difference when that body jerks forward and that ball starts to come loose and pop out.
And for the second time tonight, they'll trot out the field goal kicker. Never a doubt. The lead now 6 here in the second. So they're lining up to kick it off after that last drive. Put a 3 spot on the board, and now the defense will try to shut them down. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Florida Atlantic takes over again, and the Owls offense will go back to work. They are searching for any type of answer they can find, down 6-0. Handoff from the gun. Spins away from the defense. Good, solid run on that one as he gets it up to the 33-yard line. And the Owls want to move quickly.
And the offense has a little bit of success, and what do? They push that turbo button right back on the line, ready to run another play.
Grabs behind the line. It's Messer. And they'll get it to the 39-yard line, and they'll move the chains. Got it done in the passing game on the last play. Let's see what they do on first down. Rides the back on the option, the give. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Owls with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Back to pass. Pocket breaking down. Oh, the offense lucky to fall on that loose football. And wait just a second. The official's going to take a second look at this one.
Woo. Deep breath, right? Man, you fumble that thing, you cough it up. You're like, oh, I really appreciate you, brother. I can't tell you how much I thank you because the coaches would have been all over me, but big-time break for the offense.
So the officials take a closer look, and the replay booth will overturn the call. On third down, going up top. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down. Florida Atlantic will send the punt unit onto the field. He's getting a lot of work. 4th time he's punted tonight. He'll field the punt and see what he can get. Couldn't get away from that cover team, and they've got him down at the 23. The Seminoles have it back. They'll try to get that offensive spear flaming. Opening play of this drive will come from their own 23. They kicked a field goal on the last drive, Jesse. They've got the lead. Don't make a dumb mistake, but maintain your aggressive play calling.
Yeah, no doubt. I think it's the play caller right now just taking a look at that script he's got in front of him and finding out where are my playmakers, who can we take advantage of on this defense to get a touchdown here, Dave.
Yeah, and just keep moving the ball down the field. Just execute a little bit better in the red zone. There's no need to panic. We're moving the football, and we got the lead.
They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down.
You know, you talk so much about QBs, right, and having to make really good decisions. There's a great example. He didn't see anybody open downfield. He didn't hesitate for 1 second. He put his head down, and he took off and went running and generated an explosive play for the offense.
Make the stop at the 40, but it's a 10-yard gain and a fresh set of downs. And the Seminoles have it with a 1st and 10. Pulls and fires complete to the right. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that 1st down marker.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times he'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
On 3rd and short, trying to impose their will and move the chains. They'll pick up enough yardage for the 1st down. They've got it at the 30. The Seminoles pounded the rock to move the sticks. Now back to work. Might as well give it to him again.
And you want to run the football. That's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously, you might want to think about airing it out a little bit.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Power football with the run. Finds just enough room to pick up a couple down to the 26.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Off the play fake. Time running out, and he goes down at the 34. There's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the 1st half. And they'll run the field goal unit back out there. This kicker has already banged a couple through. Splits the uprights. Good. They're now up 9-0.
And not to be the old guys in the booth, but we are the old guys in the booth. Man, 50-yard field goals used to be really, really hard. Kickers nowadays, man, they are making it look so much easier, and he does right there.
Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. Out out of the gun. The inside handoff to the running back. And he's stuffed by that big defensive tackle up front. Timeout called by the defense. It's their first of the half as they'll make some adjustments. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Looking to fire. Catch in the middle. It's Wilson. Referee signals timeout. It's the defense wanting to make sure that they have everything just right with a big play coming. They're bringing the chop. They're bringing the noise on 3rd down at the dope. Fires a ball. Now it's picked off. Not a lot of room on the return, but he'd already got the most important thing, the ball, and they have it at the 46.
That's why as quarterbacks, you cannot telegraph the pass. You cannot stare down your receivers because these defenders, they're watching it. And that defender knew exactly where the QB was going with that football, and that's why he picked it off.
To the air, it's Castellanos. And the defense making a play, getting a hand on that pass.
And this offense has got to find a way to get some gimmies, some layups, some screens. They need some yak, some yards after the catch. They got to find some guys that can make some plays for this offense because it's just boom or bust. There's not a lot of consistency. They got to put some first downs together, put some drives together, be more consistent.
The Seminoles come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep the drive moving. They'll try to get it through the air. And a missed opportunity on 3rd down as the defense knocks it free, and 4th down is coming up. The offense is going to stay on the field. They'll take a pass on the 55-yard field goal attempt. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a 1st down.
And defensively, man, you just want to get to 4th down, right? Give yourself an opportunity. And even though it was 4th and 1, try to get the stop, especially this part of the field where they could come away with points and kick a field goal, or they could come away with a touchdown. Man, I want to get this stop and get off the field, but the offense executed. The defense just missed out.
They're able to find the tight end for an easy completion, but good job tackling, not allowing him to get the 1st down.
Trying play action. Fires left. He caught it. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Florida State.
And that's the way you execute on offense, man. You keep your foot on the gas. Try to make this a 2-score game. You do with that touchdown. This offense executing beautifully. The defense is going to have to find something in the 2nd half to get some stops.
Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
All right, guys, got a final score on one of the more intriguing games this week. Missouri dug down deep and found a way to secure a coveted road win. And who knows how the pundits will view this one, but I'll tell you this. It sure beats trying to explain a bad loss. Regardless the outcome today, guys, these are still 2 quality programs. Proof the sport is as healthy as ever.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there, Kevin. Thanks for the update.
And the defense just gets their 4th sack of the day. And guess what? This offensive line, they gave up 4 last week, too. So you need some consistency up front. Make sure you protect that QB that can make those big plays for you.
Give to the back. Fights off a defender. He'll be brought down, and that's the final play of the half. That's going to wrap up the 1st half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
All right, guys, looks like we've got a great one in Tallahassee going on. And a lot of coaches will say limiting the big plays and maybe hitting on a few yourself is key. But I'm more of a move the chains guy. Give me efficiency every day of the week and twice on Saturday. The offensive unit that subscribes to the less is more philosophy might be the one that leaves here today with a big fat W. With that said, let's send it back to the guys at Doak Campbell Stadium.
Florida Atlantic has the ball back, and the offense will try to put together a drive. Down 2 possessions to start this 3rd quarter. They love to build some early momentum.
You ain't lying, because you only got so many possessions here in the 2nd half, so now you're down. I got to maximize every single one. Put your best plays together. Start this drive off on a good note.
Yeah, it starts right here. Obviously, you can't get it all back on this drive, but you can create that momentum. You can create something special and some energy, but it's going to start with this offense here executing at a high level.
And coming out in the second half, this offense, they needed to establish this run game. They needed to get something going. They're losing. They've got to find a way to get a flow, to get a rhythm. And so far here to start this second half, defense picking up where it left off.
That's not quite going to be enough as they stop him 4 yards short of the marker. Yet another punt on the way. Got to make sure that hamstring stays loose. He's been busy. They'll put that return to a stop at the 33, but the offense set up in pretty good field position. The Seminoles have it back. They'll try to get that offensive spear flaming. They'll start this drive at the 33-yard line. Looking to throw, it's Castellanos. He'll throw it. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. Second down coming.
Well, that looked like it was going to be a completion, but how about the defender making the hit and forcing the incompletion?
4 wide out set, 2 on either side on 2nd and 10. Moving away from pressure. First down and more. A huge play, and they get it all the way to the 45-yard line. How about this dude going off script for the Noles? Not necessarily known for his running ability.
Hey, make plays when they're there, right? I think that's one of the most important qualities of a quarterback is being able to make the right decision at the right time. And listen, they've had some great ones at Florida State. Looking for that next great one to take them over the top.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. Oh, a double pass. Grab near the marker. It's Alchuk. That's where they'll mark him down, but what a play there to pick up a first down.
And the quarterback knew exactly where he wanted to go with the football, had time, spins the ball deep. Nice job by this offense, understanding what the defense is giving them and creating the explosive play.
Big guy smells it. He's all the way down to the 2-yard line. Just spectacular execution there.
And this offense shows they will be aggressive. On 1st and goal, they get the completion. Listen, games come down to executing in the red zone. This is a big spot.
Trying to surge it in. Touchdown, Seminoles. And the pummeling has started.
After that amazing performance in week 1, this offense wasn't content. They felt like they left some plays out on the field, even though they were able to get that win. I feel like they've taken another step. They've raised their intensity level. They've raised their execution. This team is going to be a contender this year. You can just feel it.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Florida Atlantic offense will return to the field. We'll see if they can be a little more productive this time around. A 3-and-out the last time they had the ball. He'll keep it himself. Stonewalled again. No gain on the play. They keep trying to stick with the running game, but there's not much getting done. Got nothing on first down. Now 2nd and 10 from their own 25. Wants to go up top. Finds his man. It's Smith. Nice gain on that play, but leaves it a little short of the first down. When a defense is in zone coverage, Jesse, they want to react. How do you react to a howitzer coming out like that one?
Not much you can do because this guy's got a cannon. You saw all the eyeballs on defense on that play. They were waiting and anticipating that throw, but when you've got an arm like that, it's going to be tough to stop that curl.
Hunt is on its way. He's got it. He's got great speed. Tries to find a little more running room on that return, but he'll be stopped at the 36. Guys, here comes that Florida State offense back onto the field. They'll try to put a drive together starting from the 36. Fires to the wideout. Intercepted, and finally this defense makes a play. Not a lot on the return, but they can live with that as they've got it at the 49.
QB's got to pick and choose their spots when they want to be really aggressive and try to fit balls in tight windows. Great job by the DB making a big play, getting the ball back to its offense.
Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Fires to the big fella. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Makes the catch. It's Messer. Just what they were looking for, and he's got him set up in business at the 35 with a first down. Clock ticks across the 4-minute mark here in the third. Looking to throw on first down. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Sands. The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage. And the Owls with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Just keeps swinging it. The quick out. Terrific job getting to him. There was nowhere to go.
Yeah, and I tell you what, when you stick these fast suckers in the slot, they don't have to be big. But you get those guys that are so quick in the slot, they can get great matchups, and I can get the ball to them quick because they're such dynamic playmakers.
Using the back as a receiver on the screen. And they'll stop him about 5 yards short of the first. It's 4th down, and they'll try the field goal. And there is a degree of difficulty with this one. A 47-yarder from the right hash. Smashes it between the uprights.
And you want a touchdown, and you want to be aggressive, but, man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
And he'll return it and try to get behind his blockers. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Okay, guys, the Florida State offense returns to the field. Well, the good news about this drive, Jesse, it can't go worse than last time through a pick on the first play.
No, it certainly can't. I think one good way, David, to help your quarterback turn the page is just find him an easy completion here and let him get back into a rhythm.
Yeah, or find him an easy handoff. Just hand the football off, maybe get the ground game going, maybe jumpstart this offense a little bit.
Things aren't going to get better for this offense, guys, until their quarterback becomes more accurate. Obviously, that was the problem the last game out. Completed less than 50% of his passes there. And he's doing it again here. You just can't score points if you're not completing throws.
He gets across the 20-yard line. They'll mark him out of bounds at the 23.
All right, defense, you know coming into this game you're playing a fast quarterback. You know it's not going to be easy getting him on the ground. You got to start thinking about how you're pass rushing. You know, rushing right up the middle and allowing him to get outside, it's going to be a tough task.
And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up. The Noles will punt it away on 4th down. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Florida Atlantic takes over again, and the Owls offense will go back to work. They'll start this drive from their own 35-yard line. They'll go to the ground. At the 45 on his way. Nice pickup on the ground there, and they'll move the sticks with the first down.
And how about the running back, man? Rips off a big play. This offense creates some momentum, and what do? They keep their foot on the gas right back on the football to try to keep this offense rolling.
And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Lost for fire on 2nd down. Gets it out fast. And he's brought down after a nice gain. Florida Atlantic races to the line.
And I don't know if this defense knows what just hit them because they gave up the completion, they gave up a first down, and now here's the offense back up at the line of scrimmage again, going tempo.
Not much room to run. Let's give him one to the 33. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9.
And after that run, getting right back up to the line of scrimmage to go hurry up, defense has to be ready.
The RPO, fire complete to the left. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. He'll throw on 3rd down. Tight end finds a soft spot. Picks up enough to give them 1st and 10 from the 13. He'll pull it on the read. And it's slipped out. How in the world did the offense retain possession? We've come to the end of the period, and Florida State has the lead. This has been utter domination through 3 quarters, and the stats will back that up. One more period to go, and we'll see just how much fight they've got left in them. It'll be second down as we open the final stanza. Caught in the backfield, it's Messer. He wrestles him down at the 3 after the grab. It'll be first and goal. Florida Atlantic comes to the line on first and goal. Marches ahead. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. Back to pass. Looking for the goal line. They've got it down to the 3-yard line. Really well done on that throw and catch.
Well, short completion setting up third down now. Who is your best playmaker that you can target in this area of the field?
On third and goal, they'll try to throw it in. Touchdown, Owls! That's the way you finish a drive and put up points. Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. Right down the middle. So the touchdown drive goes 63 yards. And they finish it up with a 3-yard scoring toss.
23, Florida Atlantic, 10.
And he hauls it in, and everybody's on the edge of their seats. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. All right, guys, here comes the Florida State offense onto the field. They didn't get much done the last time they had it, and to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Gonna take a shot at this DB. Grabs it up to 25 in stride. And he's brought down after a huge completion.
I love when you back the defense off of it. If you want to get aggressive, I'll take shots down the field, make the defense play more conservative, and now what? Now you're in the red zone with a chance to get some points.
An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down.
Well, the defense didn't blitz. They didn't have everybody in gaps, and the offensive line took advantage at the point of attack, getting some push, opening up a hole, and the offense ripping off a nice run there.
And if they can find the end zone here, that might be all she wrote. First and goal. Wide out trying to get in. Touchdown, no! They wanted to finish, and that they did on that possession.
Salt into wound, right? Late in the fourth quarter, you can run the football, run this game out. No, sir. I'm going to continue to pad my stats, find my receiver out wide, and give me another touchdown.
We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Boys, expect the unexpected in college football, and for some, this update could fall under that category. Duke had an impressive showing at home today, and I know the fans outside Krzyzewskiville are ready for hoops, but pay attention to what's happening on the gridiron too, people. All that speculation all week, and now we know. Something tells me, fellas, we haven't heard the last of either of these teams.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18.
If I had told you that one of the best quarterbacks in all of college football was going to have less than 200 yards passing in this game, you might not have had that on your bingo card, but that's what's in fact happened. This defense has done an outstanding job getting pressure on him like they did right there, getting the sack.
And I'm just not sure where to put the blame. And I know they're going to lose this football game. They've struggled, and he's been sacked. I know he's turned it over and thrown an interception, but they haven't been in sync, and nobody's played really great, and they've got to find an identity on this offense moving forward.
He lost it high and deep down the left side. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. Florida Atlantic to decides to punt it away. 3 and out. They got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. Fields the punt. Wants to make a play. Really nice job all the way around. Got a few blocks. Made a couple of moves and a good return on that one before he's pushed out of bounds. The Seminoles have it back. They'll try to get that offensive spear flaming. The give on the inside.
And I know you can play these late game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position. You're in a great position to salt this clock away and get a W.
Under fire. Whoa, does he turn that loose down the middle. They get him stopped, but the big gain has them on the doorstep. Let's mark it at the 13.
And they've been fun to watch today, man. Like, they're staying aggressive late in the game. They've built a cushion. They've built a lead. But you can just tell the confidence and the swagger they have. They've been able to do what they want today, take care of business. And this is an offense that I think is going to continue to grow.
He'll be hauled down just inside the 10 at the 9 as they're trying to turn this into a score. Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. He'll do it himself. He's brought down at the 6, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here. Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal. The play action fake. Pressure coming. He did not make it a stone wall on 3rd down. So here comes the field goal unit once again. They've already kicked 3 tonight. No good. Really had a chance to stretch it out there, but I think they'll live with a 20-point lead. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. They'll run the RPO and throw it right. At the 40, there he goes. And they pick up a better than 30 yards on that completion before the defense brings him down.
And after that long completion for the first down, did you see everybody sprinting to the line of scrimmage offensively? They want to go tempo right now.
Takes the handoff. It's Terrell. They make the stop, but he got work done on the ground, picking up 6 to the 23. Florida Atlantic gets to the line quickly.
And you're seeing the offense now mix up the tempos. After a successful run, they're now going hurry up.
And just left that pass short. Not enough juice on that one.
It's a nice adjustment by the defense here. With a big lead in the game, you're putting extra DBs on the field, knowing the offense has to throw to get back in this one in the 4th quarter. So your best cover guys on the field, and they force an incompletion on the last one.
And they dialed up a shot play, but they couldn't hook up.
The defense is in great position right now because they've got a huge lead here in the 4th quarter. They know the offense has to take shots to try to get themselves back in the game. So they're calling their coverages accordingly, and there was nowhere to go with that football. Really nice job by the defense being in position to force the incompletion.
Got out of trouble and throws. It's incomplete, and the defense comes up with a stop. Guys, here comes that Florida State offense back onto the field. They'll run it to keep this clock grinding. Yeah, it's a bit of a surge, and he's knocked down after picking up 3 to the 26. Got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7. Keeps it on the bootleg. Here's a heat. Turns it loose deep. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
Well, the offense has had their way all game long up to this point. Finally, the defense is able to make a play. And I'll tell you, after that hit, that receiver is going to be thinking twice about running that route again.
Now the play fake. Fires to the middle. It's caught. And they'll pick up the first down and mark it at the 47.
You know, I love offensive coordinators that want to stay aggressive, and they've come up with big plays all game long. It's a big reason why they have this lead right now, and they're not backing off here in the 4th quarter. They're letting their guys go play. The entire playbook is open to them, and they're taking shots.
And this defense has got to make a play, right? It's the 4th quarter. We're trailing. You know this offense, they're going to get conservative. They want to eat that clock. You got to bring more guys to the line of scrimmage. Got to make plays. Got to get that football back.
They'll run the option. He'll toss it. And he has a solid gain before the defense bottles him up.
Just really solid play by this offense. Nice job. Whatever the defense gives you, the option, they're trying to make you roll. The problem is, defensively, you got so much to cover. Nice chunk game. Just remember, that quarterback can also stick his foot in the ground, get north-south, and make plays, too.
And the Knowles send out the punt unit. He'll get it out to about the 20-yard line, and that's where they'll mark him down. A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. Caught behind the line. It's Messer. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. Clock is still running, and they have to get everybody lined up. They'll go to work in the air on second down. That's caught. It's Terrell. He'll get a fresh set of downs stopped at the 31-yard line. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play. It's 1st and 10 from the 31. Wants to throw on first down. That's caught. It's Smith. Quick timeout from the offense to save precious seconds. Florida Atlantic will go to work with a fresh set of downs. Wants to throw it. Finds the tight end. And the defense had that one well covered. Just a short gain there. Florida Atlantic trying to line up quickly.
QB slice it. No gain on the play. It's 3rd down.
Got quite a ways to go to keep this drive going. It's 3rd down from the 45. From the gun, wants to pass. Got a man in the middle. He got loose, almost housed it, finally dragged down at the 32. This offense absolutely humming as they come to the line again.
QB slice it. No gain on the play. 2nd down coming up.
What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? Looking to fire. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. And the defense stops him just short of the first down. Maybe needed a few more chain links to move the sticks. Wants to throw on 3rd. Shoots it to the left. It's caught downfield. Offense takes a timeout. 27 seconds left.
And that's a really good example of a quarterback and his intended target both being on the same page. The timing was almost perfect on that play. That's why they were able to convert the 3rd down, now setting up 1st and goal.
Lets it go to the end zone. And he can't quite make the connection as he was trying to pay off this red zone opportunity. They'll try to dial up a better one this time on 2nd and goal from the 5. Got it behind the line. It's Messer. And this one will be stopped for no gain. And they'll come to the line trying to take a slice out of this lead on 3rd and goal.
QB slice it. No gain on the play. It's now 4th and goal.
A field goal does not top the list of most helpful things at this juncture, so they'll go for it on 4th down. Looking to throw. Here's the pressure. Touchdown, Owls. Fit it in the window for the score.
And it's so underrated. The relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, and the chemistry between these two guys has to be great when you're throwing into the end zone because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these two guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now on game day.
And after this play, the cake will be baked. The give to Davis. There he goes. That will be the final play as they make the stop, and the clock has expired here. Winning can become a habit. Now they've won back-to-back games and probably building a little confidence.
And you want it to be a habit. That's what you talk about as a coach week after week. Let's build. Let's create momentum and continue to build on it. Continue, and then you look up at the end of the season, you never know where you could be, what dreams you could bring to reality.
At the end of the day, I think good teams find ways to win games. And over these last 2 games, it hasn't always been easy. They've had to overcome some adversity, but at the end of the day, they were able to step up, make the plays necessary, and do that. Very, very impressive.
That's going to do it from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and you've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.